All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. So I want to actually do a little tier list for you guys today. Excuse the noise. A tier list for you guys today, based off of the WrestleMania 41 cards for night 1 and 2. A lot of it's subject to change, and as we go through this tier list, I'm also gonna give you guys honestly my thoughts on this. But at any point, you guys can pause the video, type it all out, and have it in a big ass paragraph. This is the whole point, you know what I mean? I'm also gonna do this live with you guys too, so just no worries. We're gonna be also doing this live together, so we can get into some good debates and good conversations. And hopefully you guys tune in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday with your boy. We're gonna be live for the whole build up for WrestleMania, with a couple of content creators gonna be ordering mad junk food, be fat fucks. So hopefully y'all all tune in, man. I would, really appreciate that on Twitch. We do this every year. Now, this tier list, the WrestleMania card, WrestleMania 41 card for night 1 and 2, it looks stacked when you see all these images, but on paper, or at least on paper, it's underwhelming as hell when you see a lot of how the stories were, curated. And again, leave all the bias aside, leave all the whole, oh, this person deserves it, and just really look at the story we got that allowed this to be here in fruition. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and just get this out the way with Randy Orton. I know this is gonna be biased. I mean, if you guys want to call it biased, I don't know anybody who wasn't looking forward to this match, but Kevin Owens and Randy Orton was probably gonna be a hype or a 5-star match, simply because we all anticipated seeing Randy Orton hit him with the punt kick. We wanted to see it. We was all following Randy's storyline. Is he gonna turn heel? What is he gonna do? We also wanted to see how Kevin Owens was gonna perform, but unfortunately, due to injury, Kevin Owens will not be there. Now, I personally was like, you know what? He just RKO'd Nick Aldis. I would like to see him go up against a GM. That's fire. That can also kick off the whole heel turn. But I don't know how everybody else feels about it. One of my viewers said something about like having versus Aleister Black, but I don't agree with that for a WrestleMania match. How is that gentleman just gonna get signed to WWE and immediately come over? And some people were saying, yeah, but they did it with Cody Rhodes. But Aleister Black is not Cody Rhodes. Like I like take out being a fan of someone and be more realistic. Cody Rhodes was so over in another company that they knew the expectation of him coming back was gonna be so out of this world. It's the same thing with CM Punk. It's why both of those guys came back, and look at where they're at now. So we obviously knew there was gonna be some sort of bias with that, and an exception. So I would say Nick Aldis. I don't really know who else, but y'all let me know. This right here, AJ Styles and Logan Paul, and this is not in any kind of order. This is mid to me. Actually, the match might be decent. The storyline is really mid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm excited to see them wrestle because Logan Paul does know how to wrestle. AJ Styles always puts on a good show, but I think their build up to their story is so bad. I think the majority of these story buildups are really bad. Baby faces are getting booed like Charlotte Flair, so like it's kind of crazy. She's supposed to be a baby face if I'm not mistaken. Well, you see, with AJ Styles and Logan Paul, I already know they're gonna do some high flying shit, going crazy, but like the story build up, and I feel like WWE has been a little bit lenient with these superstars, where if they have something, an obligation, that they're literally missing time on the show, and for that there's been a lack of story build. So this is just in my opinion. You guys can write your thoughts. This for me, and I hate to do this, is going under mid. Like, this is unnecessary in my opinion. I can't even pronounce his name. Just, man, Chad Gable versus Rey Mysterio. I love Rey Mysterio and I like Chad Gable a lot, but the story behind this shit is not that strong. It's super weak. It feels like some added filler. Again, drop your thoughts in comments. Take away a little bit of being a fan, and let's be a little bit realistic. This match might end up being hype, because these guys can perform at a high level, but the build-up just is so underwhelming, man. All right, so this is just my thoughts on that. Now, this right here, I'm gonna put decent, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, is because of Lyra and Bailey, and maybe a little bit of Raquel, but Liv, for me, I'm not a big Liv fan, and I know y'all probably gonna be like, oh God, Ricky. No, I had nothing against her. She's done an amazing job holding down the title. She caused a lot of controversy with with the audience and with WWE with holding that title, which is a good thing because she wasn't a face, she was a heel, so to speak. So having that said, I think she did a wonderful job. However, I think this match is going to be carried a certain way. And guess what? This match was just put together last minute through a gauntlet, and Lyra and Bayley won. Like, Bayley not even having a real genuine title match is actually fucking nuts, because again, she was out there, and this is what happens. We have so much big talent, and Triple H, as he mentioned, we're listening to what the audience wants, and not everybody's wanting Bayley to be in these positions right here. So seeing this happen, we understand. So I put it at decent because it may be a decent match whatsoever. It could also probably be mid. Matter of fact, I'm leaving it at mid. I just hope that Lyra and Bayley could carry it, but this might be just mid to me. Jade and Naomi. I'm hyped for it. Yes, I'm hyped, but it may be a decent match. Hype in terms of story, mid and decent in terms of match, like the actual match. And I'm gonna tell you why. Jade is very limited, has a few restrictions. Not restrictions, I wouldn't say that, but she's not the all-around wrestler. Like, you know, we give excuses sometimes when we have wrestlers that have, like, for example, very limited movesets or whatever you want to say. Chyna wasn't the one who had the most movesets either, but she was in WWE during an era, during a time, you know, women were looked at as divas in WWE. So her being a badass and her picking up men and slamming dudes and, you know, having her whole career the way it was, we still consider her one of the goated females of WWE as a legend. But in comparison to Jade, currently right now, Jade, there's not much from her. She just bring, like, WWE right now is dealing with a real identity issue with, like, wrestlers who have so much talent and wrestlers who have so much aura. Jade has a lot of aura compared to Naomi, who has a lot of talent. Naomi got movesets. She got a lot. And look, I'm using the term moveset. I don't give a fuck. Naomi has a lot under her. Like, she got experience in the ring, as well as Jade, of course. She could move around fast. She's very swifty with it. She has charisma in the ring. She has a lot of, again, movesets. And I feel like that sets her apart from Jade, and she's going to kind of carry that storyline. And I loved her dialogue on the mic, her talking on the mic when she was breaking the story down. That got my interest, and that's what got me hyped for the match. So I'm gonna be a little biased. I'm gonna put it on hype, but decent. Honestly, it may be subject to change if we're live, because Jade, I'm more concerned about. I don't know if Jade can go around the ropes with her like that. Like, I don't know if Jade and Naomi can go long, like a good 15-20, because of Jade. Like, and y'all gonna say they're gonna be good. Trust me, she's gonna be good. But Jade comes off like one of those, like, you know, certain moves happen to her and then she just, like, handles things a certain way. She's more of the slow-paced wrestler. Naomi can move kind of both ways. So we'll see what happens. I'm a little bit excited for this one because that storyline, we don't know if Bayley's gonna come and help. I'm not Bayley, excuse me, Bianca's gonna come and help, or who may try to, like, interfere, or if anybody will interfere. Next on the list, are the Street Profits not involved, or DIY or Motor City? Like, what's going on with them? Are they not involved? Let me tell you guys something. These four are super talented. The War Raiders, Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston with New Day. But this New Day thing is very underwhelming. But I love these guys, man. But this is underwhelming storyline. The tag team divisions, I know some of y'all think the tag team divisions on, I forgot whichever network, has a stronger set of talent there and story. But in my opinion, I feel like tag team, like, they need to put more work into it. There needs to be, like, real storylines going on with the tag team. And I just want to see a stronger, you know, Raw and SmackDown presence with them. It doesn't feel like that for me. And therefore, this is going to be like mid, although everybody here is talented, especially this motherfucker right here. I like him a lot, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully it turns into a really good match. Again, very underwhelming in my opinion. Now, let's go further. LA Knight and Jacob Fatu, I'm hyped for. LA Knight will wrestle. LA Knight brings some charisma to the motherfucking ring, because again, he may not have the most craziest moves, but he has enough, and he has some like flavor in the ring. He has some aura in the ring. He has a style of movement. I mean, I could say The Rock, Stone Cold, whatever, but he still has some sort of energy in the ring that can really mirror somebody else. And Jacob is really that guy. I'm excited. And to see within this year, he's made it to WrestleMania in his own match, in a singles match. Absolutely proud of this guy. He's a fucking beast. He outshined Solo, which is unfortunate. I like Solo, but he outshined the fuck out of Solo. I don't even know where Solo's involvement is in here. My prediction, now again, we're going to do predictions. My prediction is that Solo's going to come and ruin the title for Jacob. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm missing storyline, but I got a feeling that Solo's going to interfere and like mess things up for Jacob, and then Jacob's going to whip his ass. There's something's going to happen. I could be wrong, or maybe I missed something, or I missed a show or something, that whatever, but I feel like something's going to happen here. But I have a feeling Jacob may win the United States title, or there is a chance that LA Knight retains. We're going to see. Who's next? Okay, we'll do this one. I'm only going to put hype for this. And I'm going to put hype. I'm putting hype for this because of multiple things. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy for this, y'all. Want to hear me? I'm hoping Dom wins. I know. No, it ain't because I'm Mexican, because I'm not Mexican. I'm Puerto Rican, but no. I hope Dom wins. Dom has played an amazing role being a heel. He's played an amazing role being somebody we hate. And I mean, in terms of wrestling, not real life hate, but like in terms of the wrestling universe, WWE universe, we can't stand Dom. But I think Dom has some real potential. And believe it or not, he could be an Eddie Guerrero. Dom has a lot of fucking potential to be an Eddie Guerrero. He could be a ladies' man. He could be, I mean, it's unfortunate he's married, so I don't know how you know, if there's any restrictions or what he's allowed and not allowed to do, but he could really be the ladies' man heel. And a lot of people might turn to Dom to be that the handsome dude who's really getting the chicks inside WWE. It depends on how they play his cards right. But this might be a real hype to 5-star because, again, Finn Balor's still an incredible talent, had a lot of underwhelming moments in the last year or so because, again, the storylines have not been hitting. But he's incredible for his age, and I got a feeling that him and Dom are gonna bump heads here. I also got a feeling Dom is gonna turn on him. I feel like Dom is gonna get cheered because Finn is probably gonna push him off. I'm like, what you doing pinning him? And Dom is gonna look at him like, yo, like I want to win, like, yo, and he's gonna like shove Dom. Got a feeling Braun Breaker's gonna try to spear one of them, and Dom is gonna push Finn into it. I got a feeling Penta's gonna get hurt somewhere, and Penta's involvement is huge too because, again, Penta's great, so Penta's gonna probably be hurt somewhere. But I got a feeling Dom is gonna try to get this W, and he may secure a win off of like a steal. He might move out the way. He might spear Finn. With that, he might 619 Braun Breaker, or he might do one of those pins and win. This can be the breakout of the lie, cheat, and steal arc of a Dominic Mysterio. So I'm looking forward to this match, and there's a possibility it can be a 5-star match. This has a possibility of being a 5-star. All these matches have the possibility and the chances of becoming 5-star, but from what it looks like on paper with story and everything, not so much. It depends. Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, I'm gonna put it up here on hype. Reason why, their story makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense. I know they crossed paths within the last year, even before, but it sucks, man. Drew McIntyre took so many hits, y'all. Drew McIntyre took so many hits in his storyline in a good way to play his role as a heel, where he played the jealous, the sadistic, the psycho, the complainer, the whiner, and he was doing a whole bunch. He had the Hell in a Cell, one of the greatest matches I've seen within the last 5 years with CM Punk. He did all this, even a few with Seth Rollins, and he's fighting Damian Priest. So they had to do some build up, and their build up has been okay. It's been pretty okay. I do know that if Bronson Reed was here, he would be involved in a big way because he was out here trying to take several people out. But I don't know what's his involvement. Maybe he might return for WrestleMania. Maybe he might make it, and his injury, you know, as part of the storyline, they made it seem like he wouldn't. He'll ruin these opportunities. But again, we don't need this to be a title match to be a good match. It's just, you know, these guys' abilities, in-ring abilities, can possibly make it a 5-star. It could be a really good match, and it's a Sin City street fight. So there's a lot. I already know Damian Priest's background. He comes from a lot of like heavy underground wrestling getting fucked up, and Drew McIntyre himself has been through the ringer. So I'm already knowing it could be a great fucking match. I'm looking forward to this as well. By the way, we're not going in order of night 1 and 2. We're just going in whatever order this is. Okay. So next on the list that I want to address is this one. By the way, I think, you see, I was already saying, I got a feeling Naomi might win this one. By the way, I got a feeling that AJ Styles may win this one. I feel like Rey Mysterio may win. I feel like Bailey and Lyra might win the titles. And I do feel like New Day's gonna win this, but I don't know how easy it's gonna be. Now, this match right here, I'm gonna put under decent. Nah, I'm not putting it under a hype yet. Hold on, let's explain this first. The way this match came about, I'm excited for a lot of these matches. I'm hype. I could put this here, but I can't. I'm gonna be honest, man. I want Io to retain the title. They gave her the title on one of the I think it was Raw, they said, and was a fantastic move. When we thought she had a concussion, she looked like she was out, and she ended up beating Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley's still a phenomenal, of course, talent, and people want to see her. But has it been time that her run as champion ran its course along with Bianca? It's time to continue to have Io Sky as champion. The way this came about to me was very underwhelming though. You know, they made her champion and then they made them do this triple threat, and I get it. There's so much talent, y'all. So much talent. But on the mic, them two, then it's not the problem. It has been Io Sky on the mic. And I get it, she has an accent, you know, her English isn't the best. But whatever happened to having managers, and whatever happened to like having like some B-roll footage of like some promo being done, everything was so rushed. But I do feel like she may retain, or at least I hope she retains, and hopefully these two girls go at it. But I'm gonna just tell you guys the truth. This type of match, it may not be in Io's best favor. Io, she fought Penta. I've seen her go through crazy shit. This girl is probably one of the best WWE women's wrestlers, women talent that I've seen on this roster. Yes, better than Rhea and better than Bianca. Io Sky, her in-ring ability and the way she was taking her hits in other companies, phenomenal. Okay, I just don't think they're gonna let her perform at those lengths or at that level. Therefore, and there's not no shade to any of these other ladies, of course not. They're all good and great, but Io Sky's ability sometimes gets hindered. Remember, she jumped off the fucking shit with a trash can. Shorty's crazy, but I don't know if they're gonna allow craziness in the match as much, because some people like them two, we don't know what they're capable of wanting to take. Again, some people will argue that Rhea's willing to take crazy hits to a Bianca, but again, I'm looking at the product of last year and what we seen and what we didn't see. But hopefully Io retains. That's my prediction. Now, let's get to this one right here. See, I'm yawning when this one came on. I'm putting this one at decent. I'm putting this one at decent, y'all. Even Gunther, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Gunther was one of those talents that the chat put me onto the last couple of years when I got back into wrestling, and I seen him performing chops and storyline dialogue, all that good shit. Great performer, great. Very good technical wrestler and brawler too as well. He's a fucking powerhouse. Jey Uso, I have a real iffy problem with. The thing is, he is so over because of his aura, his theme music, his whole thing, you know, main event Jey Uso. But even on the mic, when he cut that promo about 2 weeks ago, and he was like, I need God to forgive me about because of the man I'm about to be, and he cut that type of promo, I said, wow, that was good. Like, that was good. And then he gets on the mic the other day, and it was just so bad. Like, it was bad promo. It was so bad. And I'm like, these story buildups for Gunther and Jay have been so bad, to the point where I almost felt bad for Jay whenever Gunther would laugh, because his whole thing is he looks down at people because they're not at his level. And so, but when he looks down at Jay and starts laughing, I'm like, oh, this is like secondhand embarrassment, because Jay don't be like good, like he don't be good on the mic, man. And not only that, I'm really hoping that from a moveset perspective, he just really gives his all and throws it all in the tank. Like, I'm not gonna be biased here. Jacob Fatu has been doing the same shit too. He does a lot of the same moves, y'all. And then he wows us again when he jumps on the top rope and does the same thing. Don't get me wrong, he does the same shit too. But there's something about Jacob that, from his promo to his energy to everything, he just got this dog in him. And Jey Uso got he got so much potential, but it just seems like it's like the looks don't match the inside of who he is. And I'm just like, man. So I feel like he's gonna win. I think he's gonna win. He's just way too over. Give him the title belt. Let's see how he runs his course. Let's see if he does well. I'll be excited if he wants. I want to see him win. I want to see him actually win the title. This will be great for him. But I think he's gonna win if possibly Jimmy comes and helps him, and then Jay will win that world heavyweight title. But that's what I'm hoping for. I almost put this shit on trash. I ain't gonna lie, this is trash to me. This is trash. I'm sorry. I'll put it like this. When Tiffany cashed in Money in the Bank and got the title, right? That's where it ended for me. I was so hyped to see her performance. She's an incredible talent. But Charlotte Flair came in at Royal Rumble and really shitted on every potential female. Like, it could have been Rhea and Tiff. It could have been Bianca and Tiff. But because she came in, and I don't know the story, but goddamn, girl, you got 14 titles. You can't let one of these girls get another one? She came in and pulled the Batista, won Royal Rumble, and now is main eventing, and she's supposed to be a baby face or a face, and she's getting booed. I hope Tiffany retains, but and my prediction is that Charlotte might win. That's my prediction. Who I hope wins is Tiffany, but low key, they may let Tiffany win this one. They may give it to Tiffany, and I hope they do, because her boos aren't also just heel boos. It's like, yo, we don't fuck with you, boo. Like, boos, we don't fuck with you. Like, we don't even want you here, bro. You've been gone, cool, and you made your stamp. You stamped yourself in WWE. Like, we know you're gonna be one day a fucking Hall of Famer, but yo, you came in, and then the promos was really cooking at first, and now it's not. And yo, this doesn't look like a good match. It might be a good ass match, but I'm just not interested in it. I'm not. It's trash to me, but we'll see what happens. I might get amped up and say, yo, fuck it, it was a 5-star. But a matter of fact, it could be a 5-star. If Tiffany loses, this is trash. So this is subject to change. Okay, now we have this one. We know it's gonna be a 5-star match. Stop playing with me. Stop playing. And again, a lot of these matches are 5-star matches. Could potentially be 5-star. Seth, Roman, and CM Punk. What just made this even more of a 5-star potential is CM Punk, and not CM Punk, is Seth Rollins. And I just want to say, I got to tip my hat to Seth Rollins. He's been riding a little bit of a third wheel in this scenario here, and it came back with because he's the guy who's for the company. He's the I bust my ass here, and this fucking guy left, and it came back. He shit on the company. He just gets to come back, and then you're the guy who thinks you run everything, but you don't care about nobody. Like, it's fucking incredible. And people haven't been really appreciating Seth Rollins' promos, because of course he's the guy who's talking a lot, kind of similar to what Drew McIntyre was doing. Drew was doing a lot of that talking and trying to really break everything down to a T, but a lot of people seem like they were getting bored of him yapping too much. Me, I love the dialogue. This is gonna be a 5-star. Roman's gonna have to deal with the fact that he don't got nobody in his corner. Now he's a lone wolf. CM Punk here is gonna have to deal with the fact that he might get betrayed. So all this laughing he's doing when he thinks Paul Heyman's gonna be in his corner, and Seth Rollins is gonna be the winner, in my opinion, and he's gonna be laughing at the end. He's gonna be laughing because the favor from Paul Heyman was, yo, you need to be in my corner. And I feel like Seth Rollins gonna win, and he might turn into a Paul Heyman guy. He was trying to get into Paul Heyman's head, like, yo, CM Punk don't fuck with you. But it does seem like CM Punk does, because he always comes out for him. But it doesn't seem like Roman does. Roman treated him like a servant. You know what I'm saying? In that sense. So I think this might be a 5-star match potential. I see Seth Rollins winning. I would hope he does. Last but not least, and this has been going on for like 25 minutes, my bad. John Cena and I said CM, Cody Rhodes. John Cena and Cody motherfucking Rhodes. Okay, let's predict something here. Cody Rhodes is losing this title. Cody Rhodes is losing the title tonight. Well, that night. John Cena is winning the title, but not because him and Cody going one-on-one is fair game. Cody Rhodes cannot lose this title after just only having a year and taking over all the slots when he first came back about 2 years ago. He's gonna lose because of the distractions and everything that happens outside. So I feel like The Rock is gonna make his way back. I feel like even Stone Cold's gonna appear. I feel like there's gonna be certain individuals appearing, and they're gonna fuck Cody Rhodes' chances up. Now, Stone Cold, I don't think he's gonna fuck up Cody Rhodes' chances, but I got a feeling even guys like Ric Flair, I don't know who's gonna show up, but I know The Rock for certain has to show up. The only thing is their storyline has been decent, somewhat better than most, but also super annoying because you basically sold out for The Rock, right? And I have not fucking seen The Rock. So it's like, what the hell is what's going on? So you sold out for The Rock and we have not seen The Rock. So I've been kind of pissed off about that. The Rock is too busy working out, bro. This is fucking nuts. But hopefully we see something. I got John Cena winning, and it makes sense. And then they're already showing Backlash, so maybe Randy Orton versus John Cena. We might see something. Randy Orton might come out and try to help Cody. We don't know what's gonna happen. But this is my predictions. 2 5-star for certain matches. I already know. I know that the hype match has got every possibility of turning into a 5-star. Even every match here has the potential. But I just know these are my for certain picks on where they're at currently, but they're all subject to change. I would love for you guys to write anything in the comment section, y'all 2 cents, but this is my ranking list and predictions for WrestleMania 41. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's your boy 3MG. God bless everybody. And I'm out of here, and I'll see you guys later this week. We're going to be live. We're going to be vibing. All right? Love y'all. We out of here. Peace.